We're back on the Chef You and I show, and Carolyn Boatman has joined me, and we started the beautiful pie making, and now I want the cameraman to see what actually your cranberries and apple and the sugars and everything look like. And the cranberries actually are already popped, and that's exactly what you want. So now what are we going to do, Carolyn? I think we have to add the rest of the stuff in there.
You are going to add your blueberries, your raspberries, and the 1/4 cup cornstarch.
Okay, so you want to add a cup of blueberries to this. I can add a little bit more. There's a cup, right? And then you want to add your raspberries. Or, you know what? Can you hold this a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can also, I would use, any kind of soft fruit, that you've got around. But raspberries are really healthy for you. And they're cheap during this time of year. These are frozen, actually. Okay? And then what else do we put in this mixture?
1/4 cup cornstarch.
Okay, 1/4 cup of cornstarch. You add that to it. All right. And that's going to thicken it. Okay, and it's already starting to do that. That's beautiful. See that? See the camera? They can see it at home. And you want to stir that up. And what else do we want to put in there?
That's it.
That's it? Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to put my gloves on here because I'm going to put it in the oven. All right, because it's a little hot, actually. So I'm going to have you do this part of it. Okay, and that is absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful. This would be not only beautiful for Thanksgiving, but beautiful for Christmas.
Too. And we've got people that don't like pumpkin pie and the traditional pies. So we're going to take this over here. And we're going to put this back on the stove for a minute. Okay. And now what we're going to do is, do you want me to get out the leaves?
That would be wonderful.
Okay, so we're going to take and put the leaves on top of this, which are right here. And this is really, see how beautiful those are? Now, I think we take this one, right, and we put it right in the center. And then we take these leaves and then we spread them out, right, Carolyn?
That's right.
And then you're going to put what on top of this?
I am going to whisk an egg yolk, 1 egg yolk, and a tablespoon of heavy cream.
Right.
And it makes this beautiful yellow.
Oh, doesn't this look like a tree almost? This is so cute. I love this. This is really pretty. I can't wait to do this with my granddaughter. I mean that. She's only 5, but she's already cooking.
Oh, she'll
like
love
crazy. Okay. So we have a few extras. Maybe we can move that one over a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got them too far apart maybe. Okay. Right there. And add one right here, Carolyn. And where that one got a little bit whatever. And then we go here. So now all you have to do is put this beautiful, with a pastry brush, your egg yolk and your cream. And there's sugar in there too, isn't there?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. You're going to put the sugar on top of it. So it's going to sparkle. It's going to look really pretty. That's why you use that raw sugar, basically. I'll put this over here. This is really a pretty pie. And so you can find this recipe up on our website. And we want to thank the Good Housekeeping for coming up with this wonderful recipe. And I'm so excited about it because guess what? It's delicious. And since I'm such a berry enthusiast, I'm always having berries every morning. Do you have berries in the morning?
Oh yeah, I love blackberries, blueberries.
So what have you been growing this year, Carolyn?
Well, I have to say blueberries are very hard to grow, but we do have a local blueberry farmer that I buy my blueberries.
And they make blueberry wine too, don't
Well,
they?
we do. And
That's great.
Blueberries come to their fullest at the end of June.
Oh, they do.
And they're only in very well in this area of the country for only 2 weeks.
Wow.
So we buy pints and pints and pints from a local gentleman. We do the process of freezing them, and I have frozen fresh strawberries year-round. I love it.
Strawberries, blueberries, whatever you do, right? Oh, wow. Now that's beautiful. Now you're going to take your sugar.
The raw sugar, which is so pretty, and sprinkle it.
Right onto the pie. Oh, that's beautiful.
What temperature is the oven that you put it in?
It's a 400-degree oven, I
Okay.
think. Or 375. I can't remember. It's right on the thing.
Okay.
Okay,
There we
so
go.
we're going to know exactly what to do.
Okay, it
400?
goes into a 375 degree
oven.
for an hour
Right.
to
so
an
we're
hour
gonna,
and 15 minutes.
Isn't that gorgeous? We're going to put that in the oven right now. We'll just take a short break. We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I with Carolyn Boatman on location at the
Country Lodge at Sabbath Farm.
Right. And you know, I love coming here and love staying overnight and having a wonderful dinner. And this is so much fun because when we're done, we get to eat dinner finally. That's the piece of resistance. Actually, these pork chops, I came up with this recipe because I really, really like pork, but I like it baked and I like it really tender. So I always use wonderful pork chops that have no bones, so they're bone out, or a pork loin or whatever. So you were so kind to give me herb crusted panko, and I use panko all the time because it's light, and that's what you want. You don't want anything heavy. We're going to put in sliced mushrooms, Carolyn, onion, celery. We've got some beautiful peppers over there, and we also have salt and pepper, and actually we have this beautiful pork. And the first thing that we're going to do, if you can slice up the beautiful mushrooms, and I'll do the onion, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show everybody how we pound the pork chops, because I got thick pork chops and you get a lot more out of it, and then you pound them and put them in. So what I'm going to do is I want our guy to come over here for a minute, and I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do here. And this is how I do it. And you want to shake this up, right? And you want to get your pork chops really covered, and which I'm doing. And then I'm going to get these done, and then I'm going to pound them. But I'm going to pound them in the bag. So just a second, we'll do it. And just get those covered. Really nice, really simple. I do this all the time. And it makes a beautiful, beautiful dinner. And I like to cook them on a slow, about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then after you're done with that, you can add potatoes or other root vegetables if you want to. And Carolyn and I are going to show you how to take her beautiful squash and make a nice stuffing. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do this one. And I'm going to show you how to pound it. And we're going to do it like 2 at a time, because you want to keep that wonderful stuffing in there. Okay, so here we go. And we're going to pound these pork chops out. So you use a mallet, and you get them really down to be a little bit not as thin as they are. And it gets it in there as well. And turn it over and do it on that side. Okay, now we're done with those, and we're going to put those into the pan. Can you spray this pan for me,
Yes.
Carolyn? I always spray my pans because you don't want it to stick and you don't want a real big cleanup effort. Right, Carolyn?
Right.
Okay, so we're going to spray that pan. All right, so let's do that, and then we're going to put the pork chops. We're actually going to brown these for a minute or two, so if we could get that skillet, Carolyn, and we're going to brown that in some olive oil. And so I'm going to do this. So if we can put some olive oil in there, about maybe 1/4 of a cup or a little bit more. And I'm just going to finish these pork chops real quick. And then we're going to just brown them on either side, which is really important. We're going to take a little break. And I'll finish these, and then we'll come right back.